Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is September 14, 2023, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News channel. Alright guys, so we have some breaking news updates, some very important information coming out. If you can, please share the video. And it says here, missiles will rain down on UKR, the yellow and blue country. Guys, I want to show you something really quick here. And it says the Bear media sends the following warning to Zelensky, the leader of the yellow blue country. Kiev must prepare. Soon the Bear army will be equipped with military equipment produced in North K, and North K shells and strong, powerful missiles will rain down on the heads of the yellow blue country soldiers. Before I start, guys, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, guys, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19. Number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. This is some serious stuff here, guys. Serious stuff. They're going to be using North K missile. They're going to be dropping that stuff to the yellow and blue country. A couple of days ago, actually it was last week, I posted a video. It was a sleeping giant former lieutenant. He came out sounding the alarm, and this is what he said. Prepare for this winter. The Bear will launch over 100 missiles per day in the yellow and blue country. 100 missiles per day. He was right. He was absolutely right, because this is what he was talking about. That, again, the Bear has literally bought a whole bunch of stuff, 7 times more ammunition than NATO. This is what the sleeping giant were worried. There was worry about all this meeting between the Bear and North K. Now it says here, missiles will rain down on UKR. Kim gives some very powerful missiles to the Bear. The New York Times said that the Bear capital produces 7 times more ammunition than Sleeping Giant and NATO. The New York Times also slams NATO and said that the Bear exceeded sanctions and pre-war ammunition production levels. So what's the point of slapping all these sanctions on the Bear and North K when it's not doing nothing? I mean, look at this. Mr. Z, you have some early Christmas present coming towards your way. And this is what the sleeping giants were not pleased. Last week, they were yapping their mouth that they would do something to the North K and the Bear if they meet. Nothing happened, just a little tiny sanction. You have the Britain, Sleeping Giant, and NATO discount a dark and cold winter for the citizens of Ukraine. Basically telling the citizens, prepare yourself. It's going to be a dark, dark winter. According to information from MI6, the CI blank, and other NATO agency, the Bear has some convented Western sanctions and is now producing 7 times more ammunition than NATO. The same information states that it can exceed the production of 2 million artillery shells per year. Yeah, well, there goes your shortage, because that ain't gonna happen. In addition to all this, the strategic agreement signed by the Bear and North K will give the Bear artillery and incomparable firepower. Now you have the MI6 said that the North K gives these powerful stuff to the Bear. We're talking about missiles. Now, the Bear media sends the following warning to Zelensky, the leader of the Yellow Blue country. Kiev must prepare. Soon the Bear army will be equipped with military equipment produced in North K, and North K shells and missiles will rain down on the heads of the Yellow and Blue country soldiers. According to the British MI6, Mr. Kim has promised to supply the Bear with MLRS-KN-9 with new 300mm caliber guided missiles capable of hitting targets at a range of 200 kilometers. For some reason, the British call these MLRS HIMARS analogs. When they are probably closer to the Bear Smerch MLRS and the Red Dragon A100, which is also the basis of the KN9 MLRS. In addition, the Bear will get 152 and 122 artillery shells, as well as some ballistic missiles. According to the schedule, deliveries of weapons and shells will begin in October. Oh man, that's around the corner. The new Stuff system and ammunition will appear on the front in November. Wow. The UKR press reports that the information has already been shared with Mr. Z office and the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Game on. Game on. So you have the NYT said that the Bear produces 7 times more ammunition than the Sleeping Giant and NATO, surpassing pre-war levels. Despite the pressure of NATO sanctions, the Bear military industrial complex has been able to effectively increase these powerful production. The West is unable to deal with the logistic chains that the Bear capital has built to procure the necessary components. Once again, I'm trying to figure out what these sanctions are doing to the Bear, because it's not slowing the Bear down. The Bear is winning. Whether people believe it or not, the Bear is winning. And now the Bear have North K. North K is going to send them some ballistic missiles and a whole bunch of ammunitions. I'm still trying to figure out what the sanctions are doing. So according to the NYT, the Bear Federation is effectively using its Defense Department and intelligence services to circumvent export controls from the Sleeping Giant. Now, according to the Sleeping Giant, spare parts for weapons are imported into the Bear Federation from Armenia and Turkey. Now, if you kind of think about it, we're going to see North K weapons versus Sleeping Giant weapons and NATO. We're going to see possibly F-16s. We're going to witness North K weapons being used against Sleeping Giant stuff. This is like some pay-per-view stuff going on here. So if you kind of think about it, you got WW3 going on in Crane this coming winter. Actually, in October, November, when at WW3, we're going to see some new toys, new weapons coming into the battlefield. And this one here is going to be huge. We're going to see what North K stuff could do against NATO stuff. So at the same time, the Sleeping Giant in Europe practically cannot control the supply of microchips necessary for the production of weapons. Before the conflict, the Bear Federation could produce 100 tanks a year, but now it manufactures 200. Oh my. Wow. I was hoping for it to say 2, but not 200. So yeah, that sanction is doing really good. It seems like it's helping the Bear, not hurting the Bear. So in general, the current volume of ammunition production in the Bear is 7 times higher than in the West. So you have Europe believes that such mass production of ammunition and powerful system will lead to a dark and cold winter for the citizens of Ukraine. Earlier, the deputy chairman of the Bear Security Council, Dmitry, noted that the country produces powerful stuff in quantity that exceed its defense needs. Now, the Bear vice president said that the relevant domestic defense operation are operating in 3 shifts. Before the war, a senior Western official said that the Bear could build 100 tanks a year. Now it produces 200. NATO officials also believe that the Bear is on track to produce 2 million artillery shells a year, double the amount NATO intelligence initially estimated the Bear could build before the war. Now, the Bear overcame sanctions. The Bear overcame sanctions. Let me say that one more time. The Bear overcame the sleeping giant NATO sanctions and expanded missile production. How? How in the world that happened? Oh, it's easy. This is a game of chess. The Bear is not going by a sleeping giant system. You have multiple nations came out with a thing called BRICS. BRICS is another way to avoid sleeping giant sanctions. And again, many nations are fed up with the sleeping giant, and they are joining the BRICS. So the Bear capital missile production now exceeds pre-war levels. As a result of the sanctions, the sleeping giant official estimate that the Bear was forced to dramatically slow production of the missile and other powerful stuff at the start of the war in February 2022 and for at least 6 months. But by the end of 2022, the Bear capital military industrial complex began to accelerate again, revealed the sleeping giant official who spoke on condition of anonymity. The sleeping giant and Western officials say there is some good news. The Bear production is still not keeping pace with how quickly the military uses up ammunition and destroy equipment. For example, although the Bear is preparing to produce 2 million missiles a year, that's a lot of missiles. Last year, it consumed about 10 million artillery shells. This has led the Bear capital to desperately seek alternative sources to increase its reserves. Now, the reason why the Bear is going through tough time like this, you got to remember, it's the Bear versus the world. It's the Bear versus at least 20 countries. UKR, which is the yellow and blue country, and NATO countries, including the sleeping giants. So just imagine you versus 5 players, NBA basketball. You going against 5. It's not a fair game. So this had led the Bear capital to desperately seek alternative sources to increase its reserves. Once again, the Bear ammunition production is 7 times greater than of the NATO. The Bear is easily overcoming sanction and is actively increasing its military production. Man. The Bear has managed to overcome sanctions. Wow. So what's next? What's next, sleeping giant? Because the sanctions. Nope. Actually, the sanctions is what raised the prices of all this stuff going on in the sleeping giant, like Walmart. I mean, you walk out of Walmart with 6 grocery bags, you just spend $150. You can thank Mr. Burns and NATO for slapping sanctions. So lift them up, lift those sanctions and do something else. Let's start the game of chess all over again, because the Bear is just pin NATO to checkmate. Let's start a new game and see what else the Sleeping Giant could come out with. Because, believe it or not, sanctions is just giving the bear more strength. And this is where we are right now. Missiles will rain down on Crane. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give your life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.